On August 4th of 2023, two friends break into a church that many people, including neighbors, are afraid of. They had shut down the chapel for unknown reasons, but some believe that it might have been due to the fact that strange things were happening inside. The local priest has transferred over to another church after publicly stating that unforeseen circumstances have left the church no choice but to close its doors indefinitely. One night, two friends decide to visit the chapel with the intent of breaking in. It's been closed down for 3 months, and they couldn't help themselves from seeing what was left inside. But little did they know that this was a bad idea. Take a look.
This was a bad idea.
This place has been abandoned for like 3 months, I think.
Oh my god, yes. Okay. Let's go. Yep. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Nem tudom.
The light's the everlasting light. It's in every church. It's always supposed to be on. It's freezing, actually.
Az kurva jó jel, hogy freezing van, bazd meg. Már mondjuk, amilyen retek meleg van már napok óta. Mondjuk inkább a retek meleg, mint ez, ami itt lesz, vagy van. Vagy a faszom tudja, mi van itt. Mi az? Tele van fosva. Nem, azok bogarak, meg mi a szar, bazd meg.
Oh my god, it smells. Oh my god.
Hát az ez férgek.
That was disgusting. What the let's go upstairs.
De miért?
Give me that. What was your face?
Dude, you gotta be quiet. The
More.
Oh my god. These things are everywhere.
De mi a szar amúgy? Mármint így... Mondjuk, tegyük fel, nincs itt semmi olyan dolog, de ezek tehát miért van itt?
Ki van itt?
Brown Bash!
Conti Trade.
Köszi szépen a 13 000-et.
No, I hear something.
Mi?
I... No, I hear something. I heard something. I know you did too. I don't know. I don't know what the something. Oh my
As both friends look back at the playhouse, the door suddenly closes on its own. In a panic frenzy, both friends run away in full terror. They have no clue as to how the door closed on its own. But even weirder are the whispers that they heard before entering the playroom. Viewers have noted that if you listen closely, it kinda sounds like children whispering or people who are praying. Either notion seems understandable, as this incident occurred inside a church with a playroom center. But further adding to the strangeness of this place is the slew of insects on the floor. From worms to other bugs, a pile of dead insects stretches across the carpet. Not much else is known about this place or the video itself, but I'll let you come up with your own conclusions on this footage. Has the church closed down because it was haunted? Or is there a possible explanation for all that happened? Let me know what you think.
Simán benne van az, hogy ez, érted, meg lett ez így csinálva, vagy játszva, vagy mit tudom én, de én azt mondom, ez simán para volt.
Video, a band is getting ready to play in front of an audience by giving a small speech about their music and how the band came to be. It appears that this whole event is a goodbye party for the band, as this will be their last show ever. Now the start of this video seems completely normal. However, only minutes later, something happens that leaves everyone feeling very unsettled. What happens in it is just downright creepy. Take a look.
Pero pues cuando entraron a la universidad, pues ya se deshizo el grupo, se mantuvieron un tiempo, pero no se pudo después. Y ya, pues ahorita me llegaron con esto de que casi que la última tocada.
Mi a szarba a száj?
As the band plays a song, someone or something can be seen in the background. This mysterious figure appears out of nowhere behind a TV while seemingly watching the band play. Even stranger is that whatever this was doesn't appear on camera till much later in the video. It's as though they or it was hiding from sight before somehow appearing out of thin air. But according to viewers, there's something else about this figure that's even creepier. If you look closely, you'll see that whatever this is hiding in a very tight space between the TV and the wall behind it. If this had been an actual person, then this must have been the slenderest individual ever seen, as otherwise, they would not have been able to fit in a space that small. To this day, it's still unknown as to what exactly was captured, but whether person or ghost, there's no doubting that whatever this was has got to be the stuff of nightmares.
Szézalás.
On June 23rd of 2023, a man named Pablo Dosdor was exploring the woods with his dog when all of a sudden they see a strange-looking building in the distance.
Nagyon kurva jó, menjünk oda,
This
basszus.
mysterious building that, for whatever reason, was built in the middle of nowhere. They get really close to the place before suddenly stopping dead in their tracks. Pablo can't explain it, but he can't shake the feeling that something ominous resides within this building. Now, the video that Pablo took was actually taken a few days after he came here. He was here before, and the video he took during his initial visit has left him wondering if this place might be haunted or cursed.
Bueno, encontramos una escalera. Vamos a ver si podemos acceder.
Now, it's worth mentioning that not once in any of Pablo's previous explorations has the camera malfunctioned except here. Although it could be a coincidence, the following video has left him convinced that something supernatural resides within this place.
Persze,
On
menjünk
his
oda, mi
second
baj
visit,
lehet.
something happened that left him pretty spooked. Take a look.
Pablo, bassz meg. Szegény kutyus.
Wow. Pequeña espina. Cae, Draco. Cae acá. Bueno. Tenemos una escalera. Sí, definitivamente se nota que era. Bueno, es muy baja la entrada. Wow. Draco, vení. Bueno, definitivamente no quiere entrar. Es por algo. Vení, Draco. Realmente me siento como bastante acelerado el pulso. Hay una energía definitivamente fuerte.
Húzd már innen!
Vení, él me sigue todo. Vení, entra. Eso. No. No. Bueno, me voy acá. Me voy acá porque no estoy empezando a sentir bien.
This abandoned building, which apparently is an old church, has left not only Pablo unsettled, but his dog as well. Draco, the dog's name, seems hesitant to go inside. Initially, Draco is seen walking about without any problems, but for some reason, the inside of this church scares him. Pablo even states that something about this place doesn't sit well with him. The legend is true, as he states, the church is haunted. Now fast forward to a few days later, and Pablo is back at this place during the nighttime. Draco is also with him, but just like before, something happens that Pablo can't seem to explain. Watch.
Ezt a barmot, bassz meg. És miért úgy megy föl a lépcsőn, mint hogyha bazd meg taposni kellene a lépcsőt? Ja, szegény kutya bassza meg.
Poco nervioso, debería decirlo.
Szép puskás.
Vení, Draco, vení. Draco.
Geci.
Vení. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué no querés estar acá? Vení. ¿Qué hay?
Anyádér!
Draco.
Szép
Draco.
bizony.
Vení.
So then, could it be that Draco is sensing something frightening or ominous? Or is something else causing him to act this way? Just what exactly was making Draco so afraid? In this short clip, a rancher is viewing footage from a CCTV camera when he notices something very peculiar. The rancher says he was woken up late at night after hearing a loud noise coming from one of the corrals. He promptly rushed over to see what had caused the noise and saw that the animal pen had been destroyed. Confused as to how this happened, he looked over at the footage from his security camera and was
Persze,
shocked
bazdmeg,
by
a
what he
fasznak akarja
saw.
oda venni a
His
kutyát.
animals can be seen trampling over the fence as if running away from something. He then looks further back into the footage to see how this happened, but what he sees terrifies him. Take a look.
Dog, brizolk, nice. Hát bárhol
A
esetleg.
small, shadow-like figure can be seen moving inside the pen, causing the animals to freak out. It seems that whatever this was unfamiliar to the livestock, and thus causing them to panic.
Jó,
Now,
hát.
where this video came from is unknown, but the footage itself is a mystery. What could possibly have frightened the animals so badly
Igen,
that they
mondjuk,
had to leave their
hogy
pen
ennyire
in a panic
beszartak a
frenzy?
lovak.
This next video was recorded by a security guard who was looking over at the security cameras inside a factory when he noticed something very strange. Somewhere inside this factory, a welder is working alone, but there's something about him that doesn't seem right. The security guard takes a closer look at the footage and immediately starts to feel uneasy. After watching this incident on the camera feed, he quickly calls over the welder to look at this video and explain what was happening in this clip. But just like the night guard, the welder was left completely baffled. He had no idea as to what was captured. Now, this video took place during the night shift, which makes this incident twice as creepy. Nobody else had been working at this factory except the welder, but according to him, another welder who had the day off had come by to visit him. They had talked for just a bit before the night guard called over the welder to look at this footage. But after watching the video, the welder was left speechless.
Nincs ott a másik.
This is what was caught.
Nincs ott a másik.
As it turns out, the other welder who had dropped by to say hi wasn't actually there. The welder who's seen on camera swears that he saw the other worker in full uniform, as though he was ready to work. They had even shaken hands, according to him. But when looking at the footage, no one appears to be there. Although pretty strange, this incident gets a whole lot stranger after hearing what happened to the worker who apparently had the day off. To their shock, the factory had received news that this worker had passed away in his own home. His cause of death remains unknown, but knowing that he died on the same day this occurrence took place has left the welder feeling spooked. Could it be that the spirit of the welder's friend had paid him a visit during his shift? Or could this whole incident be explained by something else? As with all videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
Oké, mondjuk érted, tényleg be volt lőve, vagy akármi, de az, hogy mennyire az esély, hogy ugyanaz az ember, tehát azt az embert látta, aki egyébként tényleg ott dolgozik, és az az ember ugyanazon az este egyébként otthon meghalt.
It's late at night when two nurses at a children's hospital encounter something pretty spooky. They had just finished checking on their patients when one of them begins to act nervous. Seeming a bit scared, they walk out into the hallway and proceed to stare at something. The other nurse follows along to see what it is that they're seeing. What happens next inside this children's hospital is creepy to say the least. Watch.
¿Qué pasa? Bueno, salí de la pieza a las 4, no sé, mi esposo cuando salí tenía algo atrás. Cuando vine para acá, se me empezó a pegar, boludo. Me pegué un cagazo y ahora lo veo. Mira.
Esa es la estática, boludo. Pero está
¿Qué
lejos.
estática? Está viniendo para acá.
Ay, la concha de la lora. La pibita de la camacita me dijo que le tocaron la pierna, que le apretaron la pierna. Ay, mierda, se viene para acá.
Pero se viene para acá, pelotuda. No.
Ami az egészre azt tudom mondani, hogy még a kamu is nagy része,
¿Qué sé yo?
az összes.
Tomátelo.
Nagyon örüljünk annak, hogy
Fui la mierda, la concha de la lora.
nem tudom, most figyelj, Dávid, kivideózni egy ilyen helyzetben, hát valószínűleg én nem, de...
Ay, la concha de la lora. Ay, la puta que te parió!
Down the hall, a small balloon can be seen making its way
De biztos,
towards
hogy
the
valaki
nurses.
viszont igen,
It
szóval...
moves in a straight path before somehow making a turn inside the nurse's room. Not sure what else to think, the nurses believe that this might have been the spirit of a child as they work at a children's hospital. Both nurses even say
Egy
that
ilyen
early
videó is
on,
igaz,
strange things were
örüljünk. Én azt
happening.
mondom, hogy
From a
örüljünk annak,
patient
hogy
who
nem
claims that
velünk
something had
történik
touched
ilyen,
their
bazdmeg, mert
leg,
amúgy
to the
tényleg
male
nagyon...
nurse who says that
Tényleg
the same
nagyon...
balloon was following him
Nem
around.
tudom.
They believe that something paranormal had occurred. But as
tudom, mi
with
a jó
most
szó erre.
videos, you be the judge. Was a ghost caught on camera?
Nagyon rossz
Or
lehet.
was it something else?
De ez tök mindegy, Ákos, hogy így hiszel-e vagy
If you
nem.
caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444
Amint most tegyük fel, hogy mondjuk, tegyük fel, hogy az összes videó kamu, és ez az egy meg igaz. Mondjuk csak ez az egy, a több millió videó közül. Hát basszánk. És mondjuk nincs rá magyarázat tényleg. Azért... Utána azért így nem tudom, teljesen átértékelsz dolgokat, nem? De, tehát az teljesen más azért, mert van az a szint, csemege, amit így tudsz, és így rossz, és így tényleg rémisztő. Meg van az a szint, amit így nem tudsz, és amiatt így rémisztő. Mármint mindkettő rémisztő, de így amikor így valamit nem tudsz, és így nem tudsz rá még mondjuk magyarázatot se találni, és igazából amúgy nincs is, azon kívül, hogy kitalálsz rá magyarázatot, az így fel tud maradni. Mármint jó, most mit tudom én, ott van az, amit írtál, hogy mondjuk van egy bridge, aki gyerekkorában dolgozott, és megölt nem tudom hány gyereket, az így, hát rossz, de ilyenek így, érted, nem tudom. Tehát, hogy ez így nagyon rossz, vannak ilyenek, de tudod, hogy ez így nem tudom, így. Ja. De aztán látsz egy ilyet, és mondjuk ez tényleg igaz, akkor ezt meg nem tudom, utána kicsit ilyen egyébként, ez valószínűleg ilyen egyébként az UFO videós, meg az UFO hívők, meg amit tudom, nem is az, hogy hívők, nem tudom minek meg. Tehát kicsit olyan, hogyha így látsz egy ilyet, akkor az így bele tud maradni annyira, szia Pochettino, hogy így utána így beleképzelsz mindenbe mindent.
Said, let's get back to the video. There's a place in Scotland known as Clune Park Estate, where many people who've been here say that something about this place disturbs them. Whether it's the abandoned school located in the center of this town, or the Gothic-style church next door, people can't help but feel a strange presence when coming here. This location was once a thriving community back in the early 1920s, before people started leaving the area only a few years later. The reasons as to why they left are various, but given the conditions of this place, it appears that it was no longer habitable. However, there's a certain belief among some people who think there's another reason why they left. This area, according to them, is haunted. Knowing this, two friends decide to visit this place during the nighttime in the hopes that something creepy will happen while being there. Although initially, nothing out of the ordinary happens when they first
Ja, úgy Magyarországon is van ilyen. Több ilyen hely is van, nem? Én is voltam egy ilyenen. Nem egy ilyenen, de hogy... Érted?
It's what happens later that spooks them to their core. The two friends are inside an abandoned flat when this is captured.
Hello?
De este biztos, hogy nem mennék oda se.
Hello?
Pedig az nem ilyen.
Yo! Hello? Yo, cool, station. Hello? What is that?
Hát nem egyedül van, de az meg, nem tudom, akárhányan lennénk, akkor is üze lenne.
Is that downstairs?
Súlyka, kösz szépen a 36 000-et.
Hello? There's someone down there, bro. How can you? I'm confused. Huh?
Hát nyilván azért kicsit nyugtatóbb, hogyha többen vagy itt, de hát alapból nem vagyok itt, és nem is lennék itt, és ennyi. Napközben még azt mondom, hogyha tényleg olyan a hely, amiről tudod, hogy nem ilyen, de erről ugye elvileg azt mondják, hogy olyan.
The two friends immediately freeze upon hearing a strange sound coming from downstairs. They check on the source of the sound, which seems to be coming from inside a room, but strangely, no one or nothing is there to explain it. Now it could be that a squatter was hiding inside and thus making those noises. But early on, before exploring this building, something was caught on camera that neither friend could explain. Take a look.
Isn't it? Future in hand. Oh, that one's open. Yo. You see movement then? Move the light. Yo. Yo. That.
Jó, erre azt mondanám, hogy kamu egyből.
Yo.
De amúgy nagyon para, de erre azt mondanám, hogy... Tehát, hogy ja.
Inside a window of this building, someone or something is behind a curtain looking at the two friends. Eerily, this mysterious figure hides away after being spotted. But if you look closely, you'll notice that there's something unusual about this figure. Like something out of a horror movie, a very pale face with an eerie appearance can be seen. Both friends see this and are immediately spooked out of their minds. Considering that this place has been abandoned for many years, the question is begged, who or even what was this? Neither friend has any idea as to what was captured.
Hát nem tudom, az a baj, hogy... Tehát az énekkel, hogy az a baj, hogy alapból tehát nem mész ilyen helyre. Ha véletlenül ilyen helyre mész, de akkor nem mész ilyen helyre. Tehát, hogy itt kezdődik. Viszont tehát, ha véletlen mégis ilyen helyre mész, akkor sem mész ilyen helyre. Szóval az a baj, hogy aki meg mégis ilyen helyre megy, az benne van, hogy kamerázza és bemegy. Tehát, hogy ez a probléma. Amúgy, tehát nyilván kimenne be, mert hát senki, de aki meg mégis itt van és kameráz, az meg valószínűleg igen. Vagy hogyha nem tudom, van olyan, aki mondjuk mégis ilyen helyre megy, kameráz, aztán annyira összefossa magát, hogy mégsem megy. Amúgy benne van, hogy van ilyen. Ja, nem tudom. Hát ja, de simán lehet az, hogy ez nem tudom. Érted, pszichopata az, vagy valaki, vagy tudom én, egy csöves, vagy akármi, de akkor is.
In the hopes that they could explain what was captured. The video starts off with footage of the brother's wife and two children sleeping in bed.
Akkor is para, ha csak simán egy csöves van ott, és így nem tudom, hogy oda mész érted, senki nincs ott, és így oda világítasz, azt éjjel bazd meg a sötétbe, ott kinéz valamilyen nézé az ablakon.
Somehow, the child is pulled off the bed by just a few inches. Looking closely, the child's leg can be seen moving in such a way as if someone had yanked them. The family who saw this believes that a sinister presence was messing with the child. It's for this reason that some viewers are concerned for the safety of the family. But whether something is haunting them or not, viewers agree that the clip is pretty strange. So then, could it be that the baby had moved on its own? Or was something supernatural responsible for this? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
Ezek amúgy.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. That being said, until next time, peace.
Show mini legyen. Nézzük meg
A
egy
couple is
másikat.
inside their kitchen when something pretty terrifying is caught on camera. The following video comes from Crystal and Damien, who both live happily in the house of their dreams. They had bought their home a few months ago before recently becoming engaged. To the couple, this house has become an important part of their relationship, as without it, their bond wouldn't be as strong.
Persze.
Although
Kinek van
happy
annyi
to be the
pénze?
property owners of this new house, there's something about this place that spooks them just a bit. Sometimes, things would happen that neither Damien nor Crystal could explain. For this reason, they've set up cameras throughout their house to capture video evidence of the strange occurrences. In return, they would have solid proof that what they're experiencing isn't just in their heads, but in fact, something real. It goes without saying, but what they've captured has left them deeply unsettled. On August 6th of 2022, a security camera inside their hallway captures this. It's worth noting that it was past midnight when this happened. Take a look.
Szia, Benke. Szia, Tamás. Mi régebben volt valami szó, hogy a csaj azt hitte, szellem van a házában. Ez pillanat. Amúgy régebben volt valami szó, hogy a csaj azt hitte, hogy szellem van a házában. Aztán kiderült, hogy a szomszéd csávó bekattant, és mindig, mikor egyedül volt, belopódzott a házba, és figyelte a szekrényből, az ágy alól, meg mindenhonnan.
Although not really sure what to make of this, except that it might have been someone pranking them or some crazy person banging on their door late at night, it's the following video that scares them the most. The couple is inside the kitchen when this is captured.
I don't want to keep hanging out with your friends if that's how it's going to make me feel at the end of the day. Like, it feels more like...
They don't mean to do that. They're not like planning on, you know,
Do you know how it feels to hang out with a group of people and they don't even want you there?
They do want you there.
But I'm only there
they want
because
you there.
they
They like you a lot. No, they don't.
That's the only
They
reason.
like, yeah, they like me. They're my friends.
Kiderült, hogy amúgy nem akarják a barátai látni a csajt.
Friends, but they're my, but they like you a lot.
They're acting fucking rude to me.
They're not trying. That's just how they. Hey.
Just as the argument was getting intense, a plate from one of the cabinets falls on its own. Following that, another plate falls by itself, but not before being flung toward Damien. It's almost as though whatever had chucked it had done so to end the argument between the two. But, as if that wasn't creepy enough, this next video is by far the creepiest. It's late at night and Crystal's alone at home. We can see her scrolling through her phone when out of nowhere, this happens. Perhaps thinking that Damien had come home from work early, she waits for him to appear. But seconds pass, and no one is seen. Damien isn't there. Understandably, Crystal was shaken up, but it seems that this incident wasn't as scary to Crystal as the most recent occurrence. It's not known what exactly happened, but it's evident that whatever had just occurred has left the couple no choice but to leave their house. In a recent video, Damien explains the situation.
Yeah, we're just just outside because it's getting weird in there and we don't feel safe being in there anymore, so we're just gonna go to an Airbnb for the night and just for the night, and then we're gonna figure out.
Amúgy abból, amennyiből itt ez itt elő van adva, amúgy tényleg elég parának hangzik. Mármint melyikkor jut el az ember oda, hogy ilyen történik, és azt mondja, hogy ez már így sok, mert amúgy itt a videókból amúgy annyira nem volt durva, nem tudom, volt egy kis ez, volt egy kis az, leesett a tányér, amúgy elég parat érted, most mitől. Jó, mit tudom én, érted, valami volt, leesett, hát jó, fura nagyon, de oké.
According to them, by doing a seance, they can reach out to the supposed spirit that is haunting their house.
Na ezt bazd meg, biztos nem csinálám.
They do just that and record the entire process of the seance. Little did they know, this would be a bad idea. This is their video.
Ez a legrosszabb bazd meg, amit lehet csinálni, nem? Ha belegondolok. Előbb, nem tudom, gyújtanám fel a házat, geci. Hát erről azt mondanám, hogy ez az egész kamu. De csak emiatt amúgy. Azt mondanám, hogy ez kamu. Hát ez biztos nem csinálnám. Hát előbb hívnék ki valami, előbb hívnám ki a vatikáni keresztet, bazd meg, mint ezt csinálnám. Ja, azért azt egy V1. Srác csinálja.
All of a sudden, the shower door begins to shake on its own. With this, the couple rushes out of the bathroom, understanding that something had gone wrong with the seance. Terrified by the incident, they leave the house and return to the Airbnb. To the couple, the safest plan for now is to stay away from home. Given what's happened, this is probably a better idea. But until they come up with another solution, their house remains abandoned. So then, with all that's happened, just what exactly is going on inside their house? Until any updates are given, it seems that this question will have no definitive answer. But as always, what's your stance on this? Paranormal or not? You be the judge.
Sokkal parább ez, mint hogyha lenne valami megoldás ennek az egésznek, hogy nem tudom, így abba maradt, vagy nem, így igazából ott hagyták, így abba maradt, de amúgy így nincs magyarázat. Nyilván lehet, hogy csak meg amúgy egyébként nem nehéz egy ilyet megjátszani idézőjelben, főleg ennyi videó alapján, de azért...
An urban explorer named Chris Hill returns to an abandoned warehouse and encounters something far more terrifying than the last time he came there. Previously, Chris had found a place that is believed to be extremely haunted. It wasn't until looking back at the footage that he took during this exploration that Chris realized he wasn't alone. Someone or something had been watching him throughout the entire night. Whatever this was, Chris can't help but feel that the supposed supernatural entity is the reason why he felt as though someone had touched him. Not sure what to make of it and disturbed by what the camera had caught, he made it clear that he'd never come back to this place. But it seems that Chris has had a change of mind, as his most recent video shows him returning to the site.
Ez kamu, bazd meg. Ez kamu. Az ilyenek azok kamu. Mármint nem tudjuk sosem meg, hogy ez kamu, de azt mondja, nem megy vissza sose, az visszamegy, bazd meg. Hagyjuk már, bad idea, persze, apát fasza, hagyjál már.
Now, whether or not viewers have convinced him to return is unknown, but if one thing is certain, it's that Chris does not want to be here. He takes the same path he took last time when exploring this place. And just like before, when he gets to a creepy corridor beneath the building, things start to get a little strange.
Go back to lobby.
Wow. Yep, it's still really cold in here. Look, you can see my breath now. Look. Like, that's how you know I'm not lying. But look, I'll do it out here. You don't see my breath. But as soon as you come in here, oh my God, it's freezing. As soon as you come in here. I don't know if the camera can see that, I hope so. But that's crazy.
The change in temperature upon entering the corridor is no doubt strange, but it's the following incident that's by far the strangest. When Chris arrives at the site where he felt as though someone had touched him, he's immediately overcome by a feeling of dread.
Ez amúgy ennek van valami neve, mert tudod, van ennek valami neve, mert amikor ugye, hogyha mondjuk valaki így, nem tudom, így kínos, és látod, hogy kínos valamit, amit csinál, akkor ugye arra azt mondod, hogy így cringe. Tehát, hogy így te érzed magad kínosan. Itt erre van valami, amikor így valaki így, hát nem tudom mi a jó szó, hát egy hülye, vagy nem tudom, és hogy így amikor így azt érzed, hogy jó, de itt nem kínosnak érzed, hanem így azt érzed, hogy ember, ne menj már oda, bazd meg! Nyomorék. De érted? Tehát, hogy ember... Tehát voltál már itt egyszer. Rossz volt, nem értetted, és visszajössz, bazd meg!
This is where Chris had set up the infrared cameras, which is the same spot where he set them up last time. Near the cameras, however, there's a small staircase that leads to a space below that Chris hadn't fully explored.
Hát, hogy én érzem azt, hogy bazd meg, ez nem jó, ez rossz, bazd meg, ezt ne csináld. Én érzem azt, helyette.
It's a weird noise in this room. That's creepy. It's a weird noise in this room.
If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like someone whispering in a deep, monotone voice. Viewers agree that this alone would have made Chris run for the hills had he listened to the audio right then and there. But it's the following incident that did just that. As he heads back upstairs and arrives at the creepy corridor, things take a terrifying turn. This is what was captured.
Really creepy in here. As I walk, it sounds like people are talking. I don't know if that's just the sound of my feet echoing or what. It's really creepy.
De nem végig az érzésed van? Tehát, hogy így megy, hogyha ez tényleg így igazi megy, és így nézi, videózza ezt, és így... Hogy így nem megy már be, az meg hát hülye vagy, mint a seggem.
I know y'all heard that.
De bármi lehetett amúgy.
That scared the out of me.
Infravörös. Szia Proxy. Neked is szép estét.
That scared the out of me.
Immediately after Chris hears a noise coming from above, a piece of debris from upstairs hits the ground, sending him running out of the corridor in a panic frenzy. He arrives back upstairs, unaware that during this time, the infrared camera from below had caught footage of a ghostly figure walking about before suddenly disappearing. What's even more strange is that the figure appears only seconds later after the piece of debris had mysteriously fallen on its own. Feeling beyond scared, Chris looks around to find the piece of debris that fell.
This big ass box just fell on this grate. Maybe it fell from up there. Oh my God, my heart's racing. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put the IR camera up here while I explore. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I got the IR camera set up at the top floor.
By setting up the infrared cameras on the top floor, Chris hopes to capture footage of who or whatever it might have been that dropped the box. He sets up the IR cameras from below and continues to explore the place, specifically downstairs.
Persze, continue explore. Aha.
When Chris returns to where the IR cameras have been set up, this is captured.
Elájult 10 percre. Szia Bánt, ez egy spooky videó.
In a swift motion, Chris is yanked by an unseen force, sending him straight to the ground and knocking him out upon impact. Minutes pass, when he suddenly wakes up to find that he's been unconscious for a while. Realizing what just happened, he grabs his things and immediately leaves the place. With all that's happened, as well as the previous incident from last time, viewers no doubt believe that something sinister dwells in this place. Whether malicious or not, the question is begged. Did Chris capture evidence of a paranormal happening?
A faszomat azt adjál már, Chris, bazd meg, a fasznak mentél vissza, hülye vagy, ez kamu az egész.
Although it's hard to be sure what occurred, one thing is certain. Chris is definitely never coming back to this place again.
Ja, persze, bazd meg, amúgy is úgy volt, hogy nem jön vissza.
This next video comes from a hospital in Argentina, where a security guard had been doing the night shift, when out of nowhere, something pretty strange was caught on camera. The hospital in question is known as the Finochetto Sanatorium, which is located in the city of Buenos Aires. Not much is known about this hospital, except that it might be haunted. This notion had just become popular recently when surveillance footage from inside the hospital captured this. At around 3 in the morning, a security guard is filling out some paperwork when he looks across at the entrance and sees an old woman walking through the automatic doors. He promptly gets up and receives the old lady. According to the guard, this is exactly what happened that morning. But when looking over at the video that was taken during this time, a different story is told. This is the footage.
Az ajtó kinyílt. Amúgy egyébként ez így is új para. Tehát, hogy valószínűleg ez, nem tudom, azért legyen nem úgy kamu inkább nyilván, de
all the details of the security guard story check out, except for one. The old woman that supposedly walked in and met with him. No one else is seen, except the guard. Strangely though, we can see the doors opening as though someone had walked in. Further adding to the strangeness, the guard is seen conversing with someone, but they don't appear to be there or anywhere in sight. The video on its own is creepy, but it's the story that makes it creepier. It's the following detail though that makes it a whole lot spooky. According to the guard, after attending the old lady and offering her a wheelchair because of how frail she looked, she made her way to the elevator. She then told the guard she was going to the 9th floor to look for the ID and belongings of a patient who had passed away the day before. She proceeds to enter the elevator and is never seen again. As it turns out though, the name of the woman, which the guard had written down on his clipboard, was in fact a patient of the hospital who had passed away the day before. Because of this, viewers believe that the ghost of the old lady had come to collect her things. Real or not, it's a good story. Yet, it seems that no further information is available on this video, making this whole incident a total mystery. The following video comes from Troy Legault, who lives happily with his family in 3 dogs inside a house that was only built 10 years ago. Given the age of this house, Troy doesn't think that it's old enough to be haunted. However, it seems that Troy has been proven wrong in regards to this notion, as it was just recently that something very unusual was captured. Prior to this video, there have been other weird happenings in his home. From things moving on their own, to lights turning on by themselves, none compare to the following footage. On November 6th of 2022, at around 8:30 in the morning, this was captured. Although not much info is given on this clip, it's still pretty weird. All that is known is that no one was home when this happened. As with most viewers, Troy can't seem to explain this. But of course, what are your thoughts on this? Ghost or something else?
Jó, egyébként ez valószínűleg meg lehet,
If you caught something creepy on camera,
csinálni,
or if
nem?
there's any ghost videos you'd like.
Mármint nem mondom, hogy kamu, de az se, hogy igaz, de vagy inkább kamu valószínűleg, nem? Most mi? Valószínűleg ezt lehet irányítani távirányítóval. Az egész ventilátort, a lámpát. Az ajtónak az alját nem is látjuk, ott lehet, ilyen csúszkákkal lehet, hogy lehetne látni, hogy lehet behúzni, kitolni valamivel az alját. Hogy fordul a kilincs, vagy nem tudom. Hát valószínűleg azt is meg lehet csinálni. Szóval így, hát jó, végül is lehet ez is para, de ezt azért valószínűleg meg tudná csinálni bárki, akik meg akar csinálni egyet.
All that is known is that no one was home when this happened. As with most viewers,
vannak, akik amúgy biztos ilyen videókon foglalkoznak, amit direkt ilyeneket csinálnak. Jobb nem kísérteni ezt az egészet.
Ghost or something else? If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This last video comes from Anna Tan, who's the mother of a baby girl named Evelyn. It was only a few months ago that Anna's brother passed away. His passing has been very painful for Anna, considering how close he was to her and her daughter. Although tragic, Anna takes comfort in the thought that he still lives on in the afterlife and continues to watch over Evelyn and the rest of her family. One day, Anna and her daughter are in the kitchen when something very strange happens. Anna takes out her phone and begins to record. This is what was captured.
Persze, Mafra, de szeretnék.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Evelyn. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
It appears as though Evelyn is talking to someone. Anna is convinced that her baby daughter had been in contact with her deceased uncle. This notion becomes even more believable considering that a male voice is heard early in the video.
Who are you talking?
Hát mondjuk ez kurva nem haladszódik, nem mindegy.
The word uncle can be heard. For this reason, including the fact that her daughter kept on repeating uncle over and over.
Who are you talking to?
Anna believes that her brother was present during this recording. Like with most videos though, I'll let you decide whether or not that's the case. All in all, although strange, this video is pretty wholesome.
Hát akkor kínles megfejtette.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Mert nézzünk még egyet.